Hello and welcome to the channel today. We'll talk about one of the most powerful ideas in Indian democracy, something that protects our constitution from being destroyed. Yes, the Basic Structure Doctrine. As we mark 50 years since the emergency of 1975, this idea is more important than ever, so grab your seat because this is not just history. It's about your rights, your freedom, and India's future. What is Basic Structure Doctrine? The Basic Structure Doctrine is a rule created by the Supreme Court of India in 1973. It says, Parliament can change the Constitution, but it cannot change the core values, the basic structures of the Constitution. Think of it like this. You can paint your house, you can renovate the rooms, but you cannot break the foundation. If you do, the whole house collapses. That's exactly what the Basic Structure Doctrine protects, the foundation of Indian democracy. Why was this doctrine needed? Let's go back in time. After independence, the government started major reforms like ending the zamindari system, which was necessary. But the court struck them down because they violated the right to property, which was a fundamental right back then. This created a conflict. The courts wanted to protect rights. The government wanted to bring change. To fix this, Parliament passed the First Amendment in 1951. It added Articles 31A and 31B and created the Ninth Schedule to protect laws from judicial review. Early court battles. In Shankari Prasad case, 1951, the Supreme Court said, Parliament can amend fundamental rights. But in the Golaknath case, 1967, the court changed its mind and said, fundamental rights are transcendental, too important to be changed at all. This upset the government. So in 1971, after winning big in the elections, Parliament passed the 24th Amendment. This law gave Parliament full power to amend any part of the Constitution, and the President was forced to sign it. The big turning point, Kesavananda Bharati case, 1973. In 1973, the Supreme Court gave its most important judgment in the Kesavananda Bharati case. It said, yes, Parliament can amend the Constitution, but it cannot change the basic structure. This was huge. For the first time, the court clearly said, there are some parts of the Constitution that are untouchable, even by Parliament. This is how the Basic Structure Doctrine was born. What is included in the basic structure? So what are these untouchable parts? The court never gave a full list, but over the years it said the following are part of the basic structure. Supremacy of the Constitution, separation of powers between the three branches, independence of the judiciary democracy, secularism, federalism, unity and integrity of India, rule of law, free and fair elections, social and economic justice. These are the non-negotiables of Indian democracy. Minerva Mills case, 1980. In 1980, the Supreme Court used this doctrine again in the Minerva Mills case. It struck down a constitutional amendment that weakened fundamental rights judicial review. The court said if Parliament destroys these key features, the amendment is invalid. The emergency test, 1975-1977. Now let's talk about the darkest chapter in Indian democracy, the emergency, why it still matters today. You might think, that was history. Why does it matter now? Because even today, Parliament has the power to amend the Constitution. Governments may still try to pass unfair laws. Populism and majoritarianism can rise any time. That's where the Basic Structure Doctrine protects us. It ensures our rights remain safe, judges remain independent, elections stay fair, India stays democratic and secular. It is the last line of defense against any government, now or in the future, that tries to break the rules. A conclusion. So the Basic Structure Doctrine is not just a legal idea. It is a living shield that protects every Indian. It makes sure that power never becomes absolute. It ensures that democracy isn't just a word. It's something real, something alive, something that belongs to you. As we remember the emergency 50 years later, one thing is clear. Without checks and balances, democracy is just a slogan. But with the Basic Structure Doctrine, the Constitution remains strong, safe, and sacred. Jai Hind.